Hello everybody, my name is Sinead O'Riordan and I'm one of the course leaders on the BSc in Multimedia Applications Development and the BSc Honours in Creative Computing. As well as being one of the course leaders, I also teach on the programme. I teach some of the creative modules from years 1 to years 4, mainly in the areas of graphic design. So to give you a little insight onto both courses, the BSc Multimedia Applications Development course is a level 7 3-year programme. The minimum entry points this year were 163 points. We would have very few students at this minimum entry level. Our current first year students' points range from 163 points to 485 points. Then the BSc Honours in Creative Computing, that's a level 8 programme. It's a 4-year degree. Minimum entry requirements this year were 271 points. And our current first year students' Leaving Cert points range from 271 to 484 points. To give you a little overview about these two courses, they are fundamentally computing courses. They are science degrees. Their title is a BSc, a Bachelor of Science. So they're they are computer science courses specialising in creativity. And by creativity, I mean graphic design, animation, media production, UX design. Over the course of an academic year, the computing to creative ratio breakdown is about 60% computing to 40% creativity. Although in semester 1, the emphasis is more 50-50, which is a nice balanced introduction to the course for our first year students. So you're obviously interested in these programs if you've come along to this talk today. Therefore, I'll try to help you decide if one of these might be the course for you. So the first thing I would ask you is, are you technical? But how do you know? Because everyone uses technology today. So are you good at maths? If you're good at maths, it suggests you might be good at programming, as you are a logical thinker. Then I will ask you, are you creative? And again, how do you know? Because the majority of our students have not studied art in school. So how do you know if you are actually creative? So I'll ask you if you notice creative things. Do you notice posters? Do you notice logos? Do you notice the fonts used in these logos? Do you notice if they're left aligned or right aligned? Do you notice this attention to detail? Do you notice TV adverts, colours? Changes in nature, the colour of the sky changes in autumn. This could suggest you're creative. If you find yourself answering yes to both these questions, are you technical and are you creative, then one of these courses may be the course for you. It's a very unique skill set to have an ability in both these very diverse specialist areas. And this is what makes us different to the other computing courses here in WIT. This is what makes our students and our graduates unique and highly employable. To explain more about the course, 60% of the course content, as I said, is technical. It's computer science based. So it has similar content to the other computing courses here in WIT. Students study areas such as programming, databases, computer science, maths, security, networks, etc. In programming, our creative computing and multimedia students specialise in JavaScript, which works hand in hand then with web development. So our students are on a path to becoming scripting experts. 40%, as I said, of our course content is creative. Our students study graphic design, they study 2D and 3D animation, they study media production such as audio and video production, and they study UX design, which is user experience design, and much more. So overall, our students in multimedia and creative computing are taught theoretical and practical skills in computing and creativity using industry standard tools and technologies. And this enables our graduates to work in the domains of technology, creativity, and digital media. The diverse nature of these domains makes our graduates highly employable. In year 3, our students have what's known as a flexible semester. This is a great opportunity for our students and always a topic for discussion in interviews after college. Flexible semester can either be, it can be a number of different things. It can be work placement in industry. It can be a student exchange program with other colleges, mainly European colleges, or students sometimes undertake professional development courses. Or they may do a combination of industry placement and professional development courses. So there's choices there in flexible semester. So now at this stage, you may wish to know what is the difference between the two courses. So students on the level 7 and the level 8 program study the same modules. The level 8 program, as you know, is a 4-year program. That's pretty straightforward. The level 7 is a 3-year program with the option to complete an add-on 4th year if the student has successfully completed all 3 years of level 7. On the level 7, results from semester 2 in year 2 and the results from semester 2 in year 3 go towards the final award achieved. So I guess this is an additional pressure on level 7 students in year 2 and year 3 to achieve the best possible award. On the level 8 then, on the other hand, results only from year 4 go towards the award. So what happens if you decide to do this course? What happens in September? In September, you will complete, or you will start 6 modules. These modules will run from September to December for 12 weeks. There are 6 modules per semester and 2 semesters per year here in WIT. So just to give you an overview of semester 1's modules, you will undertake a module called Creative Programming. This is a programming module specifically developed for creative computing and multimedia students. You'll also have a module called Computer Systems. This is a module undertaken by all computing students here in WIT. We also have a communication skills module. Also on every computing course, another very important aspect of student and college life is to prepare our students and make them employment ready. In terms of our additional modules, then we have a graphic design module. This is one of the creative modules. Students learn simple drawing techniques, learning about the elements and principles of graphic design. They look at logo design, all at a very introductory level. Another creative module is Introduction to Creative Media. Students get an overview of the creative media industry. They look at tools used in creative media, giving students a flavor and an introduction to these different tools. Students are also showed how to manage assets in media production and so on. And the last module then for semester 1 is User Experience Design, often referred to as UX design. Here students learn what makes a good interface on websites, on phone apps, etc. Interfaces, they learn to create interfaces that are easy and pleasing to use for users. So there are your 6 modules in semester 1 of year 1. Also on open day, I'm often asked the question, should I be worried about maths? There are 3 maths modules over the course of the 4-year program. It's not a lot, bearing in mind you complete 12 modules per year. In creative computing and multimedia, maths is not introduced until semester 2. This is something we changed a number of years ago, and it has had a positive impact on the results of our first-year students. We put it down to allowing our students to adapt to college life before meeting what are sometimes considered more challenging modules. We also have a computer and maths learning centre, which allows our students to avail of free support or grinds if struggling with maths or with any of the other computing modules. Another question I often get asked at open day is, should I be able to code? Should I be able to program before starting this course? The answer is simply no. No previous knowledge of programming is required. In addition, our practical classes have small groups. So it's flagged early on if a student is in difficulty. Students build on their knowledge on a class by class, week by week basis. In addition, students are continuously assessed rather than depending on one exam at the end of the semester. This ensures you're gaining marks towards a module from within 2-3 weeks often of starting college. Another question I often get from parents at Open Day is, what are the job opportunities? What is the jobs market for graduates from the creative computing and multimedia applications development courses? Our graduates have the skill set to work in the domains of technology, creativity, and digital media. They have choices due to the diversity of these two courses. Our graduates can choose to work locally, nationally, or internationally. Their qualification will carry them all over the world, and we will equip them with industry standard skills, tools, and technologies. The majority of our students work in web development, some designing the front end, the user experience, and others perhaps focus on the programming aspect, looking at the back end of these systems, looking at databases and so on. But sometimes students or graduates could be working in small companies whereby they're working both on the front end, on the creative side, and also on the programming technical side in the background. Okay. We also have many of our graduates working in areas such as UX design, graphic design, other areas of software development and IT, in media production also. We also have many graduates working in a number of local companies. And the reason I'm mentioning this is, again, it's a question I hear from parents sometimes, perhaps parents that, families that live locally, and they're just wondering if there's jobs in the current area. So the likes of Sun Life and Red Hat, both based here in Waterford, we have great links with them here in the college. They've taken on our graduates to work in UX design and in programming. Also, a company in Lismore, TQS Integration. It's an international company specializing in computer and engineering. Many of our graduates have gone to work there. I often get correspondence from these graduates traveling all over the world working for TQS Integration. We also have past students working in Agora Publishing Services in Portlaw, in Swift Print, in Dundee, in Wexford, in 2Cubed in New Ross, which is a web development company. We have a former student, Emer Rutherford, who is a successful social media blogger under the name Pennies to Prada. So it's a diverse range of job opportunities on graduation. Our graduates are employed in a wide range of different industry. And that just highlights some of the opportunities available to our graduates. I hope I've given you an insight into the course, both the creative computing, the level 8 creative computing, and the level 7 multimedia applications development courses. If you've any queries regarding the courses, please do not hesitate to ask myself or my colleagues over the course of the open days. You can also contact me by email. Thank you for listening today.